You are watching Liberty Online TV.
Mina Yusuf Keketsomasadi, Deputy Minister of Information and Civic Education. The Liberty Online TV na a fantastic project. So I'm for tell all the one them we don't support, we don't fund this project, the Liberty Online TV, plenty thank you. And we as a government will continue for make sure say we create the enabling environments and the media for make sure say everybody when a professional then get a space for make them voice go be heard.
Na Sylvanus Blake, and me na the Public Relations Officer, na the Anti-Corruption Commission, Sierra Leone. I want for encourage you all for the follow Liberty TV online. Before you did any like you through WhatsApp audio versions of people where you not see and know, why you not go watch online live and see who that they talk, and then you can know say, oh now this person say this. And here I believe whatever you see is the truth, and now the truth will set the.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange.
Good morning and welcome to another edition of the program, The Liberty Breakfast Show, where they come to you live from the Liberty Online TV, na Facebook, YouTube, and also na our website. We where they bring the program come to you this morning. My name na Khadija Bangura.
And Mina Mabel Kaba. Good morning. Today is Tuesday, January 9th, and the theme for this edition of the Breakfast Show na the role of the opposition to the states.
Well, if we look at this topic, na the studio, we expect a political analyst, we na Dr. Charles Joseph Silva, he go join me na the studio, and also na the program again, we look at the entire administration of the main opposition, the All People's Congress, waiting, they don't they do now for ensure say the party function well as opposition party, and waiting at the way forward for them after so many issues them will be done they happen inside this party, this BNT. Well, for if we talk about this topic this morning, I want to welcome CDI Tunis in the National Publicity Secretary for the All People's Congress APC Party. Good morning, CD, and welcome to the program.
Good morning, Khadija. Good morning, Mabel. Thank you very much for getting me out this morning.
All right, as I just don't tell who viewers them this morning, they can look inside the APC party as an opposition party, waiting on are supposed for do, how una don ensure say una play una role to the effective functioning of the state, especially recently I go say na a trying time for some member them of una party where they go through several court cases, them including una former chairman and leader of una party, we na the immediate past president of Salon. But before we can look at that, a lot of issues them starting from una party membership immediately after the elections. So many fingers point at una, especially leaders. I say leaders because you didn't have the executive. Start for tell viewers them holistically how una don dey handle as executive the management of the APC party. We make people they feel say una not dey function as opposition.
Well, thank you very much, Khadija. I'm really happy that we're there and that you bring this particular issue with that question there. Clearly, we party on the face challenges generally. I'm not going to even limit them to just specific people. Even before the June 2023 elections, we don't get many challenges with issues we don't challenge with regards processes from census to registration to electoral processes, and then of course to the elections self. Then post-elections, we see how the party come in strong and challenge the elections result, and even ask for non-participation in governance, we've been very, very much effective. It got to a point which of course, as we all know, through the leader, the party decides say, for dialogue. After several engagements locally and internationally, they decide say in the interest of the country, the two leaders, President Bill and Samara Kamara, decide say them for engage in dialogue for see how then go end within they refer to as political stalemate. The issue being come to the party leadership, which discussions happened, and at the end of the day, through the mandate of the highest body of the party or second highest decision-making body within the National Advisory Committee, the party being instructed or mandated for going to this proposed dialogue. Of course, teams were set up on both sides where the mediation team locally or facilitation institution, where the Peace Commission set out the criteria as to, what be required, where each party being supposed to get 9 members na the dialogue team, the APC 9, government 9. And we own team, but of course, headed by Dr. Samara Kamara, we are the leader of the party then. And then of course, the government side, Dr. Senge, go into the dialogue, then conclude and come up with a 8-point resolution. We, of course, then we don't begin for implement. Waiting happen is that post-dialogue, a lot of misinformation come about, whether because some people don't be one for take responsibility, because they feel say the outcome of the dialogue not be popular with certain section of the party membership, so they're not one for take responsibility and so you see a lot of blame shifting. And because of that, you also see a lot of misinformation, which side people then begin to make allegation against certain leaders of the party, and which side people begin to shift blame as to using certain leaders of the party of undermining, and all of that. But I will say this, honestly and sincerely, that throughout the entire process, the entire leadership of the party, no undermining will take place. The entire leadership of the party give full support, throughout the dialogue process. And I will also say there has never been any moment or any time where unilateral decision don't happen inside the APC.
So talk about there is no time una leadership, who you the part of, don't undermine the APC party, undermine in the sense the values and waiting una party stand for as an opposition, but una supporter them don't come out publicly accusing the 2023 flag bearer, Dr. Samora Kamara, of holding a secret meeting with President Bill and not tell nobody. Now after that meeting, they can meet una as an executive and tell una.
Well, I mean, when you put the connotations secret, then again, different meaning. All I go say is that yes, Dr. Samora Kamara get one-on-one meeting with President Bill prior to engaging the leadership of the party, and that meeting they then decide that then for dialogue. After the meeting, it came to the leadership of the party and explained that they don't meet with the president and give the circumstances under which the meeting happened, and also again reason why they decide say dialogue for happen. You know, but then several things also happen, you know, on locally and internationally, we probably also facilitate the whole issue of dialogue. But yes, whatever the discussions were in that particular meeting, some of us not be able to know because, like you know, these are two leaders and a one-on-one meeting they get. But I know go come Sidoya and give any speculations as to, you know, how it happened, what happens after that.
On the issue of una supporter them, especially the one them we una can refer to as the grassroots, accusing the party, especially the leadership and this current executive. Now, one where they say una fail for protect them, votes them during the 2023 elections, and also una fail for protect them from the police, because many times una they call for protest, say today the leader the march go na the ECSL office, go drop a letter, we getting concerned, then people then come out, they not see nobody, not even the leader who said them being get for fire, one somebody way then be they call white boy. All of the accusation there, so they upon una as an executive where they lead the APC right now, we make lots of una supporter they say una don't undermine them.
I mean, prior to the 2023 elections, several decisions were made by the party. But I will also say there has never been a time outside the party to ask for protest. Outside the party ask for allowing march. You know, that day I can say no. We know.
General, where they are.
Well, I can say that again. There has never been a moment outside the party don't call on the general membership or the people of this country for allow come out and march. Allow come out and protest. You know,
say tomorrow the leader and flag bearer with running mates, they work go ECSL office and go put a petition letter.
Exactly. You know, but that not in any way call say people for march. Yes, I understand what they talk about exactly. A decision was made outside the leadership of the party, the flag bearer, the running mate been supposed for march to ECSL and drop a letter. But you get for understand, say before then kind thing and they happen also, you get you know, the police for coming. So the Secretary General, I think, been get a meeting with the Inspector General of Police, where the rest of us been in our party office, they wait. And waiting happy, waiting not happy, the police then fire and somebody lost in life in the process. We go through all of them things then day. But I go say again, that as a party, there has never been a time where say any unilateral decision don't happen. So the issue of undermining, except we get a situation where, like I stated earlier, certain members of the leadership, no one for take blame, so they always want for shift the blame. But there has never been a situation where certain section of the leadership of the party don't undermine anybody or the party generally.
So it's all what you don't explain, but what don't happen after the 2023 elections, currently, how you go describe the APC party in terms of on a role we're supposed to be a useful opposition? How you go describe on a party?
Well, first of all, people have to pay attention to what's not happening at the country generally, post-elections. We know say as an opposition, we dey function and we dey play a role. That notwithstanding, we dey face several challenges. Nobody not go say we not dey face challenges. The first part of the it is post-elections, we took a stand. We've been very, very much formidable. The non-participating in governance position we will take as a party. But like I stated, during the process, party decides say for going to dialogue. And one of the points that inside the resolution we then come up with from that dialogue then that we for end the non-participation. And since then, we focus on the implementation of certain provisions within that resolution day. And also we get with parliamentarians then with the parliament we don't begin for challenge issues. There are things will be they happen at parliament where me and you don't know about, where we don't come now for the no. Like for example, we get the issue about the laying off of parliamentary staff, and then people they hire, family members and friends. We know they show up for work, but where they receive salaries. These are all things we'll for the focus on. We get issues of transparency and accountability. Still, they see blatant corruption. The issue of the economy, inflation, where they embark with country, rise in prices of commodities, and we country, they become unaffordable for live. So these are all issues where we as opposition focus for the talk about, while at the same time, we focus on the challenges where they face also in terms of how much we people and still they face suppression, the kind of harassment will still continue for see in certain quarters. But in any case, we engagement also with government as far as how we address the issues. Then these are things we don't happen. But I go say this: the challenge we don't face, as a party, and I always don't say this. We don't get a situation where politics don't become extreme. We don't get a lot of extremism. And it is not only on the APC side. Even on the government side, we don't get extremist views we seem for the overtake, the politics of Sierra Leone. And then it makes it very difficult. That also coupled with, dishonesty of certain quarters, they make them very difficult because from all sides. Because like, for example,
From the party or from the ruling party?
both. I go say, now that make us say extremist views. Like, for example, if CDI at Tunis come now, as Sidoya and state the fact, as I know him as, somebody within at the executive, somebody within at the mouthpiece of the party, we go can state the position of the party, factual, and, how it is supposed to be stated. We're not in for be communicated to the grassroots. If somebody sitting somewhere or somebody inside the party not feels in another one day in 1 year, and they go promote conspiracy theory, unfortunately, and then the next thing you go begin for hearing that, oh, this person don't sell out, oh, this person get 2028 agenda, oh, this person get, and all of that one day, they hamburg the functionality of the party, and they raise a lot of unnecessary suspicion about the leaders of the party, and they make it very difficult, for the party for able to communicate within the actual position, the facts with the people, the grassroots, the membership, and the country generally supposed for hearing.
Mention of different things that you say as an opposition, APC party don't they do. But let me just take, for example, the cost of living currently as an opposition party. Cite out waiting on I don't do for critique the government, for example, as to the cost of living where they go up every day. Waiting the APC don't do as an opposition.
We get, when you do in a democratic governance, you get several ways. One of the reasons why the international bodies and, certain democratic institutions be the monarchy, for let we dialogue and ensure say we elected officials then they in governance, not that. For let we able for effectively challenge government positions and checkmate government as to the things that we then they do in parliament. We're able to channel we own policies as a political party through we parliamentarians, then through we councillors and all. That is one aspect. So through parliament, we be done to raise issues on that. That is one aspect of it. And then also on we own part, as the publicity secretariat and also with media wings of the party, every opportunity we get for them on the radio, the TV, like I do so now, we come in effectively and challenge government on some of the recklessness we would see as far as the handling of our economy and also the rate at which we see mismanagement of resources, the bloating of the wage bill. We all don't compound the economic problems we would get. We as opposition not see an end in sight. We not feel say this government particularly get solution to the economic problems we would see because it has been excuse after excuse. You know, we not see any sign say then get the know-how for really fix and manage the economy as we see it.
The silence of the APC as an opposition party, lots of people will know the APC party, how una can be so active in governance, be it una day in the ruling or the opposition. Recently, the APC just quiet. As a mouthpiece, the official mouthpiece of the party, you go proudly, Usa Isidora this morning, and tell Salon people how they watch you say, una don't do una work for checkmate, genuinely critique the ruling government of certain things them, where una feel say, you know, they happen fine.
A lot of things don't happen. Post
We're responsible for una silence?
No, we're not silent. That's where I'm coming. People get to understand things that we don't they happen post elections. Like I stated, you know, after election we sit down, we not be able to participate. Election happened in June. And between June and September, we've been sit down as an opposition. We'll not be involved by nothing because that is what the party decide for do, for challenge the elections of the ECSS. So for 3 months, we'll not do nothing. We'll not participate by governance. We'll be just focused on you know, with challenges, you know, we challenge elections results and all that. So I'm not going to say during that 10 day we'll be they do anything, we'll be focused on it, pay attention by anything with government they do. So after that one day, the issue of the dialogue coming, we became the focus of the party. So most of the communications to the public, and rightfully so, because of the lot of misinformation we be done they happen, the allegations, accusations of party member selling out, we focus our attention on educating the people on the dialogue. Waiting to happen, would that form part of the dialogue team, waiting at the resolution, how far the implementation of that resolution they don't go, you know, and then in the process of that also, we can get the November 26 incident. We don't pose another major challenge to the country and to some extent to the party as well. Whether one day also now issue now we deal with as a political party, we again in self don't cause a lot of allegation, counter allegation. We I go come shed some light on by this program as we go ahead. So really in all of this, we always don't engage the public. We have really not been quiet, locally and internationally. I will tell you as a national publicity secretary, I don't feel safe from 2018 to this day, where I sit on IASO. There has been any week where I don't do at least 2-3 interviews, whether locally or internationally. Even after November 26 incident, okay, after November 26 incident, people get to understand how public relations they work. One thing we don't very careful for do as a political party, after November 26, we come for realize, and we know that for sure, that people go on for make this again, an issue between the APC and government. And we make it very clear as a political party that we don't get anything whatsoever. And I will state them again. As a political party, we don't get anything whatsoever for do it November 26. We are a registered democratic political party. We believe say the only way for kind of governance now through the ballot box. Any other means now something we will not go support. And we don't make them very clear, we don't condemn the coup, we don't continue for extent with condolences to them who lost their lives. But that not take away the fact, say, we don't get a situation where already government don't indict people when are members of a party.
We can look at Dandy, how this will affect us as a party, because when I get member, they would stand trial right now for treason. Charges them and other one them. Well, in case you just tune in, the program where they listen, na the breakfast show, they come to you live from the Liberty Online TV, na Facebook, YouTube, and also na our website. Well, today, we they look at the entire administration of the All People's Congress APC party, when are the main opposition party. How then don't they take part in governance for ensure say then they part of the effective running of the state. And we also get a political analyst, winner Dr. Charles Silva, himself who can tell we from the academic point of view how opposition party for work with the ruling government for let them develop the states. We'll take short break, we'll come, we'll continue the program.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone.
Orange.
Badnya Fantasy TV is here, and I didn't also today now Liberty Online TV. That's a brand new TV, and they are doing extremely well. And I know me, anything that is run by like women and everything, I'm in for it, I'm supporting it. So make sure you follow Liberty Online TV on all social media platforms. So it's Fantasy TV is here, I'm here, so you should be here too.
Hello viewers, me na Manti Suma Mara, the CEO of Suma Design and Empowerment Initiative. This na Liberty Online TV. I want to tell you for say this now one of the best TV online TV in a salon, where the young professional woman then come together and for can give me this platform here. No sit down, continue for the watch Liberty TV every day.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone.
Orange.
Alright, welcome back. You still watch the breakfast show where they come to you on Liberty Online TV. Send me a message to the number 074-200-545 or drop your comments in the comment section at any of the platform them also you watch with this morning. And today we tell us say we look at the role of the opposition to the states. We don't talk to Sierra Tunis, we don't talk about waiting the All People's Congress Party APC don't they do as their responsibility as an opposition. Waiting they don't do to for contribute to governance in general. Well, at this time at the studio, I want to welcome with other guests. We are Dr. Charles Silva and a political analyst. Today this morning we can talk about the role of opposition to the states. Good morning and welcome to the breakfast show, Doctor.
Good morning.
All right, today we will look at the role of opposition to the state, and you there at the studio as a political analyst for tell we from the academic points of view what is supposed for be role of opposition party in any state. And we be already don't start the discussion. We don't talk to Sierra Tunis, a commander of the APC, don't talk about them party, as we all know say now the main opposition party that one day. But generally, let me just get an idea from the academic point of view where we say role of opposition party to the states. Now, waiting is supposed for be.
Yeah, thank you very much, ma'am, for that question. You see, when we talk, now I want to therefore make clear because as a university, part of your responsibility in a public community service, and what will be in a community service, because information is power. and misinformation they disempower. So one thing we will establish first, we talk about the opposition. Political parties there are two homes no more than get all over the world. They are either in government or in opposition. So opposition not a name of a political party per se. Inside Sierra Leone, about 17 parties will contest the election, right? Or more than 10 will conduct elections. All them parties then in theory they all equal. Any one of them being get right for become get the forum for become president, for provide president for this country. Just like when they do parliament chieftaincy election, for instance, if not 5 ruling houses, then all the same candidates would win and become the paramount chief. So let us get that clear. So one thing, you either there in government as a political party or you there in opposition. But why I'm glad we will really focus on the opposition. Because now one of the things then down the way they affect a host of countries then in Africa. Most of what things they happen in Sierra Leone, they happen to opposition in other countries and are a major concern across the world. But they say this because the whole essence of democracy in a consolidator. It just sounds like we want to be the relationship, even marriage. We want to start left to the parties to the married, the man and the woman, for come together, for make sure say they avoid those things where they make the relationship strong and perhaps optimize them things then where they know say they strengthen the relationship. So the opposition really gets a pivotal role for play in politics. Because at the end of the day, this democracy is what they talk about, and they talk about consent. You consent only matter where you get option. In the absence of the opposition, no option, no day. Now that makes we all man sit down say, no, we come back with multi-party. Just like what we've been there under dictatorship in Sierra Leone, the whole of Africa and part of even Western Europe, Eastern Europe, Asia, they all been there. So all man don't see say democracy, not to foresee that be a good 100%, but for now, you don't get option.
All right.
Yeah.
Continue for the program. In case you just tune in, a name na Dr. Charles Joseph Silva, in a lecturer na the Political Science Department of Frabe College, and there this morning they give academic analysis on the role of the opposition to the effective functioning of the state, within the opposition for do. And also guess the attorneys between at the studio and at the spokesperson for the main opposition APC party. They don't they tell we how them party don't they run. And later on we go ask them waiting then say they do for ensure say them function well as opposition. We'll take quick break, but before we go for the break, make sure say while you say they go for break, you say share the program so that more people go be part of the conversation this morning.
Salut Cissé, I'm the head of marketing and corporate communications, United Bank for Africa. Liberty TV Online is the most trusted and reliable online network in Salome. I want to encourage you, wherever you are, watch Liberty Online TV for the first reliable and trusted news in Sierra Leone.
What's up, everybody? This is Drizzly, aka Ben 10 over 10. And you're watching Liberty Online TV. Are you ready now? Okay, let's go.
I'm very impressed with the setup. I'm very impressed with the equipment they want to get now. The professionalism of the cameramen, the professionalism of the interviewers, the anchors and all that. And of course the presentation. And the focus, the things they want to talk about are very relevant to today's politics, today's development in Sierra Leone. So we'll be big for the people that sit on Safo, watch Liberty TV, and I will get the good news out of it. So thank you very much.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone.
Orange.
Alright, the program we still watch now the Liberty Breakfast Show where they come to you live from the Liberty Online TV, na Facebook, YouTube, and also na our website. Today the theme we look at the role of the opposition to the effective functioning of the state, and we get two studio guests there. We get the attorneys from the All People's Congress and also Dr. Charles Joseph Silva, a lecturer na the Political Science Department na Frabe College. We come back to you, Doc. Earlier we be the talk. You say as opposition opposition then get a pivotal role for play, let themselves join the effective functioning of the state. This pivotal role will you be they talk about. Now waiting at some of the things them what the opposition party for do where they should say themselves they play a pivotal role into the governance of the state.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
But you see, just like what they say, this is not a classroom we do, but for make people then contribute and even for make them behave. Because we don't rule
the difference between me and CD perhaps in a state house. Just like Trump and Biden in the White House. But political parties and all over the world. Now that's not the ultimate goal. We don't rule, we will study politics now for explain political behavior, what people they can do it and what they do. You mentioned one word, very, very important. I think say that word being a word down the way the opposition, the political party, the media will all for take up.
What if the loss in Australia will affect you greatly in a statehood? That question when you ask is too great. When somebody say you want to become president of form party, if the form party show that you will perform the role where the state for play, I repeat, anybody when you take over governance as a political party, automatically you don't assume the responsibility of the state on behalf of everybody, not to your party, not to any other thing. That was what President Kaba of blessed memory did mean when he said in a president of Sierra Leone. It didn't go well with some of us. But he was merely saying the moment you don't become president of the country, you are not president of the country, not for a party. You continue to be a member of your party, but now you have equal responsibility. So now we get for I'm glad the way you bring that question. So if we ask how the opposition, which role it will play for ensure say the one then where they even get the mantle, the party where they in power, we're not to enemy to the opposition, but for now then the opposition now in other parts of the world and can even call a government in waiting.
So waiting at this role though.
One of that rule they will political opposition for play because you get for put the house in order. The first responsibility where any political party gets either opposition or whatever, you really get for maintain yourself as an organization. Mind you, political parties are institutions. The target where they target now the first office in the country. You get for be organized. So this time, so you say now academic, let us not talk academic. We know where the problem is.
So who side this problem?
Who side the problem?
The political scientists.
Political parties in Sierra Leone since independence not able for maintain themselves. Even immediately, they not ever maintain themselves once they are out of office. That means something is lacking. But we get organizations then, where in all past the political parties, they are still functioning. Even the one not killed them, not so. Like even what you have there is an organization. Una target now for how una go able for maintain here for posterity. Una go left here but it's still there.
So you don't make mention say one role of the opposition for us now for let them able to get the house in order.
Yes, a political party for be an organization.
So moving from inside their own house, contributing to the state generally, apart from just critiquing the one they working in governance, waiting them suppose for they do.
As what that make us say this, let me not shame me, I can talk this one. My sister, but who needs to agree with me, everybody will listen under. Money matters. You need economy for run an institution like a political party. If we look at today, you can only play that role for hold the government accountable, but provide an alternative. Because when we are the voters, ordinary voters, we don't know say formidable opposition day. Where tomorrow it will become the next option for we. Then that time the ruling party go there on the toes.
You just don't make mention of formidable opposition. Currently, Salon gets any formidable opposition where they play the role where they're supposed for play towards contributing to the state?
Yeah, well, it depends on whether they ask for. Because if we talk about formidable in terms of sustainability, APC as a political party could be described as a formidable opposition or a formidable political party even, because they're not able to sustain themselves. The same like the SLPP. We can see some other parties that can come before them, say after election, they dissipate or they disappear, they're not able to function because they're not get that. What are the type of them we see? Because we dialogue, we don't depend on from where we don't born. Say we don't come meet and we shall be on the same dialogue. We they repeat the same problems then, over and over. Me they really they say for now, I'm sorry about this. I know the type of still in a program, not to me get but all I say, let's move away. How do we get a functioning, properly functioning opposition as a country? What do we for do?
So what can stop them opposition party, because earlier you make mention say they're not able to maintain themselves. When you say they're not able to maintain themselves, is it from a financial aspect or now the unity or bond we're not in there between them for function as an opposition party?
Thank you very much. That is unity we will often investigate, not just a consequence of something.
Like what?
When you depend on a group of individual or an individual for the survival of any organization, be it a football club, be it any other thing, it's dangerous. Because one thing, he who pays the piper calls the tune, and so with man and picture. Even though if now one great person own here, now in the we all and go sometimes in the dictate. We all get him and nature, but in the context of a political party, the major problem the world they get. For instance, I will ask myself, although that comparison will not be one for me, but some countries then they however think big, nobody know they move from one political party to another. But when they find out say once our parties, look, focus on the two major parties. What thing they happen with this same question where would they ask the APC now, because always they represent the APC here. We could have asked the same question between 2007 and 2018. Not so? We before asked the same question from 1996 to 2007. For the SIPP, we don't reach a point. They also say, okay, from the APC now, they talk about team A, team B. SIPP, there was a time when they say, in fact, we say, oh, come on, the East, and now they talk about one. That is a group. That means something is wrong, and I don't know if we try for avoid. Yesterday, I asked somebody else, we've been in a colleague, I asked a colleague, I said, but wait a minute. Any law, the way they ban political parties for embark on other economic activities, where even when they're not there in office, they're not there in government, where they will still able to maintain their supporters, maintain their offices, maintain their leadership. What they say for maintain yourself? Now that I mean, even this past election, what happened? Would they say this party? They say, "I know nobody not be there for me and that. Nobody not be there for me and that." That means something is wrong, even to the party. Not so. You got a responsibility. If they say competition, they for instance, all radio stations at this point they get down to competition. Are you there for prepare the possible? So now then thing and then we talk about not to blame game any longer. How we were able to assist, because the political party, the opposition, then everything where they do, the party in office, the political parties, we don't get for elected. But their activities, their attitudes, their pronouncements, they affect me and you. Because they carry the largest population in any country. Then Boku. So just like how they say, let us not shape on this thing, we all know. How we were able to make, for instance, we don't put on this country a day. PPRC say every political party we don't register for the representation in every district. They get? No, not just focus on the APC because now they major, but even the other political parties. So we don't even get. And that one is wrong. So what you for make them get? Or perhaps me go the thing say, now they come with something we workable. This theory not they help me. This thing not about if na book no more English, my sister, we don't get problem naturally. Probably college they can become 200 years in 2027. So we don't that with problem. Now let me be very honest with you, sir. When you fail an examination, you get right for going at the blackboard and say, what do you
So this morning, if we look at the role way opposition party them for the play towards functioning of the states, then can say for you able for function again, the atmosphere for the currently the atmosphere they for opposition party them able for function and support the states for growth.
Honestly speaking, if you ask me, the exact atmosphere it did. I say most of the time, what is the problem we get when we parties there, even the two major political parties that we get in this country, when they are in opposition, then can become dysfunctional to a point that if you not take time, they even become redundant. So what happens at a state house? Let we address that. Which activity will be done? I ask that question. I know I'm for talking authoritative because now legal issues. If anything wrong for make a political party say, in fact, are they going to estate? Are they going to agriculture? So that as a party you have money, even when you're not in office, if you put somebody in this office here, you get for pay. I've been doing some work years back with Westminster Foundation. Then they try to look at that. They even decide for make them create parties for political parties, make them open offices there. Because you need to reach out to the people. But if you are a political party, after elections, you're not able to reach out even to the people there until after 1 year or 6 months it will be. So what are the type of say, man? Not to debate feeling will campaign. But all I want for them we know, we don't set the base. Because all what happen, one name or that first question we ask is very important. we attitude as a people, because when we talk about political party, now we belong to the political party. Everybody who is not 18 years belong to one or the other of the political party. When you look at the past election, if you look at the numbers, presidential, where APC get, if you put them together, they almost constitute up to 60 to 70% of adults in this country, or 80. So we have to take that. But so they're very, very important. Just like I say, for when you be as an organization, when you keep people then together, resources necessary. But what thing they happen? So individuals, they become very powerful in the parties, to the extent that there are times we have instances where individuals can even perhaps confront the entire party as an organization, and that not good. It tear people they apart. So the party, for instance, the opposition very right for say yes, this government say the big five. That is the policy. I don't think anybody there against that. Which alternative approach where the opposition, for instance, will say for education? Which alternative approach where the opposition will look, hey, it looks like say, we found then this policy owner don't come with now a very good one, but let's look at this aspect of it.
But Doc, how the opposition go able function properly and engage into programs so then go they implement, as you just mentioned, whilst then get for dinner court or some get for go CID for go answer to several cases?
There is a simple way of doing it. When elections are over, they don't give you another 5 years as Sierra Leone. That's the constitution. Say 5 years when they elect the government under normal circumstances. Now 5 years, after 5 years, you now go back to the board. But one thing in Sierra Leone, when elections done, I think say as an opposition, your first target here is like when you get a reference. When you fail an examination and the teacher failed me now and not me do well, yes, that is correct. But the important thing is that you have failed. You have to go back. Although in politics it can be different, they can go to court, but to me under the school, but who says let's say somebody not satisfied can go. So what thing they happen? I really want to focus on Sierra Leone because most of them theories and when they get inside the book, like yesterday I just decided and say we go to about opposition, me I watch them. Then put theory there. Some of them theory they for Asia, but the reality of Sierra Leone is quite different. They don't pass a point. I mean, they listen to the Prime Minister of Singapore where they tell you how they're able to transform Singapore from a third world country to a first world country. It's saying not to anybody in your theory ideology. Now, what in they work in your own situation.
So what's in the work for
one thing where you really get for work in your own situation, political parties, if need be, they all will come together, parliament says, before somebody say in a political party, they buy election, may get something in my hand.
All right.
So that you go able for field.
All right.
If they say that they vote here and they're able for send people, then some of them don't get that capability.
All right. Continue for the
then in the process now, they blame the system. So the parties, their activity, either in opposition, particularly in opposition or in government, it affects all state institutions. The Electoral Commission of Sierra Leone, they get sometimes some electoral commissions in other parts of Africa. No, I'm not even one for where you not they get her. Because they don't talk through. But most of the time when we reach with the talk theory, we hide the problem with Sidon Pana.
All right, Dr. Silva, continue for the week at the studio. We'll come back to you shortly. You still watch the breakfast show, and today we look at the role of the opposition towards the functioning of the state. We get Dr. Charles Silva at the studio in a lecture at the Political Science Department at FBC, and he there this morning as a political analyst for look at waiting supposed for be the role of opposition party them to the state. And we also get Sierra Tunis at the studio.
We will continue the program. We will come back to Sierra Tunis earlier. We will talk about some of the things them way them party don't they do for ensure say they run effectively as an opposition. Earlier we will talk about waiting and waiting don't they do for Leona self play on your own role as vibrant opposition. And I ask you the question, say a lot of our supporters them they get issues, say the APC party don't silence. And recently, we still say on our members them, they stand trial for charges them we get for do treason in connection to the November 26th incident. All the one there, so they put a pressure on our party. We make on a seem for be silent recently.
Okay, thank you again. We therefore understand issues and then. That will guide me for understand how party only deal with their issues that day. We all know, say the November 26th, government don't classify, I'm saying a coup, where people try for, take government by force, usually blunt, we clearly go against the constitutional or democratic provisions of our country, and we go against also what we stand for as a political party. So clearly we condemn that one day, and we don't make that one very clear over time. Like I stated earlier, that day notwithstanding, we also not go run away from the fact say we get people we the state don't indict or where the state will arrange say play part, we are members of our party, including we former chairman and leader, and also the current national organizing secretary. People they say we quiet, no, we're not quiet. When it comes to that, the party they're in position. These people will function or role as a party now for ensure say at this moment, one, then status in terms of dignity, respect maintained and upheld, and secondly, they get fair justice, fair trial, or whatever then they go through to ensure say the due process is followed, and they do this through the legal representation, make sure they get lawyers, make sure the party stand with them, and with that we have been doing. If you hear a lawyer talk, it means because they get the knowledge, they get the competent authority. Me as National Publicity Secretary of the party, my own job of the party generally will not state the overall position. We they give the support, we they in solidarity with them, with members they also, and we they ensure say justice is served, then get good legal representation. Whatever it is that one for be communicated or we feel safe for be communicated on this particular matter, it has to be done through the legal process. The party will come begin to talk, just because of talk's sake. We therefore ensure say we not first of all do anything where they give semblance of undermining the entire process. We don't do anything where they give semblance of jeopardizing even the standing of the very people who they don't accuse. Because it is possible, I might say something like that, we're not factual to waiting really the investigation they are about to even waiting to go on. I might say something like that, we also go jeopardize even the safety, the security, and the legal standing of the very people who are accused. So as a party, we're very careful how we tread, but that not in any way means it's required. If you look, so many discussions there on this issue, especially when it comes to the one we get for do with the former president. Let people understand, say, for the very fact sake, they don't call the name Naya. The reputational damage itself is huge. So we all rule now for ensure, say, first of all, how do we ensure, say, a reputation is maintained? At the end of the day, when the trial done, it will be able to clear a name. They don't assure we, same way so with we organizing secretary, say they're not involved. They don't get any knowledge. And the lawyers them also don't play their part. We as a political party are always don't say this. After the elections, we chose the path of peace and dialogue. And then two people like us, so me know the pivotal role where they play for give support to that dialogue process thing. So we not feel say in any way, anyone, we in the leadership, go in any way condone, support, or even take part by anything way undemocratic, or we go support the taking off of power using the force other than the ballot.
So where the state begin make arrest them, where una fair not see una membership, then they part of the people way they be arrest for the November 26 attempted coup. It been come as a surprise to the APC.
In the first place, when we hear a statement where certain people begin for insinuate saying at the opposition, we respond right away that we not go take that, we are not part of it, and we don't only stop Yana through public response. We ask for a meeting with the highest level of governance, where the leadership of the party, including the chairman, get a meeting and make the position very clear, and also express with dissatisfaction and with displeasure, with regards to certain statements the way people they make when they try for associate with party with November 26. But again, like I said, all our day not take away the fact say we get certain of we members the way that were arraigned before the court. All I go assure with membership now that one, the leadership of the party not in any way silence. Two, the leadership of the party don't make it very clear that APC as a political party not in any way involved or get anything for do with November 26. Three, the APC not abandon any member, including the former chairman and leader, where they don't arraign or where they don't indict for having been involved in November 26. With the give with solidarity, we stand with them, we support them throughout these trying and challenging times.
How will they support them?
A lot is happening.
How will they support them beyond just stating that we support them?
Plenty they have been made.
Plenty like waiting because
I can't and say the party don't. Like I say, these are complex and challenging times for the party. But I want the people of this party will give the mandate for run the affairs of the party, for trust in the leadership, and not say so much it is or so much there are where the leadership of this party they do for keep the party together, for protect the membership and supporters. Look, for where people say the party not a function, no, or the party not they do anything, no, it's not correct.
So see,
it don't mean say opposition. You get for always say, oh, go joke last it, or you get for also always the radio they say, oh, say things where derogatory, or we go cause chaos, or we go call for people for command. That makes you a functional or effective.
See the inviting on a former chairman and leader and the immediate past president of Sierra Leone, when a member of a party, for me house na Makeni, Briankana, so it go CID several times for questioning. From there again, it go na the Anti-Corruption Commission for questioning, put her under house arrest, say them charge her for treason, then arena before the court, it did na the dock. It creates any fear to Una as a party.
It is not. It should not only be to the party. It will create fear to the entire nation. But let us also understand, when there's extend the invitation to the former president, we know through in office, he put out a statement and tell the entire world that he's not involved and they're ready for cooperate. And he has since then, from the process we explained, where they invite her from Makeni, he come on his own, he inform we, now the party say they left, they come, and the state through the police facilitating come one, they come, they don't go through all of the interrogation process in the presence of the lawyers and the leadership of the party, by the way. Throughout this entire process, the chairman, the deputy chairman, the Secretary General, they always don't deal with them throughout, from the interrogation up to the time where they are now. This goes beyond the party. People not for only look at this as an APC. That is why we as a party, from the onset, we always don't say, let us take politics out of this. Let us ensure that the judicial process go through, the investigation for be fair, if it be credible, if it be inclusive, and if it be transparent. The same way so with the judicial process. We get the confidence, say, just like how himself don't express that are not involved, we get the confidence because we know, say, he had no reason whatsoever, especially considering the role they play not only in this country, but in so many other countries in Africa and across the world, for preach peace and democracy We not feel say it will support anything we get for do it on democratic nature or on constitutionality. So that image, me personally, it bring a lot of depression to me. That image of seeing him standing in the dark. But it also shows the character of the individual. I respect the rule of law. I respect the due process. And I obey the due process. And that is what we saw. Doc stated something earlier, and I talk him again. Waiting we see don't they happen in we country. And that they get for continue for affect we if we not change that. The extremism we don't see they take place in we body politic. We do things, we don't think about the implications of how it will affect the country many years to come. We do them and we not pay mind to the impact we will get, whether negatively or positively. And if we continue for threat, so sorry. Again, for continue for affect we for many years as a country. But for us as a party, I just want with membership for know that as difficult as this situation is, as challenging as it is, we as the leadership of the party don't do everything possible for ensure say we address them in the best way it is for we party, we country, and for the individuals that we go.
Alright, today let's continue for the way to the studio. We'll come back to you shortly. At the National Publicity Secretary of the All People's Congress, APC party, then at the studio this morning they talk about waiting. They don't they do as an opposition party. Well, the program they continue. We they go for a break now. Also, we they give the views of citizens them, but waiting and think about the functioning of the opposition all this while. Let me listen to Vox Pop and watch and hear waiting citizens them get for say as we reporter Al Hassan Kuruma being gonna different parts of Fritong forget the views of people them.
Democracy is an important tool for good governance. We mean say citizens for expect vibrant opposition where the whole government accountable. People in a salon they expect plenty things from the opposition we get for do it how government for run the affairs of the state. For sake of this, Liberty Online TV talk to citizens for know, waiting and think about the role of the opposition to the state.
In opposition, when we talk about governance issues there, at least na partner to the ruling government per se, we say. Now a partner. When one thing I believe, when election on done, the ruling government as well as the opposition, therefore always work together. Because now the people them they represent. And Sierra Leone, I want you to understand, not only you in a parliament, no more you in a opposition. You get other parties them out there, we know they're in a parliament, where they're all in a part and parcel of the opposition. And like we can always say, they're at the second gear. Mickey saying at the second gear. Like if you government, the ruling government, they come up with an issue, some way for benefits the country. Because now developmental issues them, I feel to say, they all for come together and work together. One thing the ruling government for always try for do, and for make sure say talk to the people and force out there. Lobby. Tell people that your plans, which you get ahead for them, you understand? Before you take them into parliament. That's what we can look at. Because people can only look at me. I believe in a concrete. I believe concretely that waiting the up in a parliament now one voice. You understand? Because it's difficult for make you see opposition. Now they go against the ruling government by certain things. Because they get to themselves, they get way for iron out things, and now for discuss things, and now for make it come to law. You understand? I not feel to say opposition for they see good things, then they try for put them down. You understand? Then for always support good things. But who say bad things, they go and go affect the country and not say opposition say for Dede, because you for Dede for stand for the people. For say bad things not happen or the ruling government not do anything will go affect the country. Governance na something where when they get an issue with governance, they know they help the country for grow. And we for always they try for make sure say things they go on well. The journalists, then where they have there also for try for help the country for make things go on well. And the journalists not for the one side. Journalists for the in between get the facts. Now both sides at least for make sure say things go on well. The civil society not for the one side. For portray things them now the country where they cause chaos. Because we see civil society then they cause chaos. Some people in their utterances not fine. They cause chaos in the country, they cause fear for make people and they think say waiting they go on. Civil society for talk the right thing for make the thing go on. So and we at least the civil society they fetch for, we always they say do to them, make them do something, talk for something, we go bring in issues, bring in things the way government go listen, say yes, these people waiting they talk now better thing not for destroy the country.
Well, to the best of my knowledge, I think the whole of the opposition for do which I think constructive criticism. The nation, the well-being of the nation are for everybody. The nation will give everybody up, whether you're opposition or put in party affiliations and the interest on my side, and then do constructive criticism. Which this government is doing up for everything, talk about. And who are in the interest of people? Go for your interest. But the problem now, if you go and your interest, we did it to my do the same thing. But we talk of the good of the nation. So for me, the whole of the opposition are constructive criticism. Or look into the system of governance and contribute based on what they have been. So what they have been, what you know, so right to talk about for the interest of constructive criticism. And the biggest ball in all regions now are the interest of the nation. Because people in the city, they know they do it in a slum because they're not getting interest in the nation at all. You understand? Because if they do one for the country, that's sacrifice for the other part. Because they today, they don't want to talk. The moment you get into governance, forget what I will do. When you talk today, saying more concept. So constructive and objective criticism. People just bash at government, this government not do so, so government not do, so government not do. But can you be sincere with yourself and just do it right? Talk anything at the right thing and for the interest of the so I don't want to anything that I know about what I do. But if they step up and say Sierra Leone the country way they need to develop and how to develop now now it's an hand into the development of the country. I can see by that the country will be competition. Whatever aims and objectives getting plans.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone.
Orange.
Alright, we continue with the program, The Breakfast Show, where they come to you live from Liberty Online TV na Facebook, YouTube, and also na we website. Well, that na views of people them na Freetown, where we reporter Alassane Koma been talked to, where then self-talk, but we didn't think how opposition party for contribute to the effective running of the state. Now the studio, we still get Dr. Charles Silva, when a lecturer from the Political Science Department of Rabe College, and also CDI at Tunis from the All People's Congress APC party. We can continue with the discussion where we get this morning, but quickly let's go now na court. Usai yesterday them be arraigned about 27 soldier man them. Usai each of them they stand trial with 88 count charge them we get for the treason, murder, and other one them in relation to the November 26th incident. We reporter Mohamed Kamara gets more and he go now report.
November 26, 2023, the country be experienced attempted coup attack from some ex-soldier man them where people non be sabi. Outside them be attack place them like Wilberforce military barracks, Kokri, and other military place them. After this incident, government be set up investigation. Outside them be Fenots say some soldier man them hand deep on this attack. Monday, January 8 this year, 27 of them soldier man they are be appear before court martial for charge we get for do with the coup. Then 27 soldier man they are be appear before the judge advocates na court martial Mark Gegba na High Court number 1 inside Freetown. The soldier man them we appear before magistrate Mark Gegba Na Agslav 1817-1601, Sergeant Alhaji Kuruma. Agslav 1817-1922, Sergeant Ibrahim Bundu Kamara. Agslav 1817-2996, Sergeant Albert Basi Conte. Agslav 1817-4602, Sergeant Abu Dauda. Agslav 1816-9220, Sergeant Mohammed Kamara, and 22 other Wandem been tinap na courts for answer to 88 count charge we get for do with committing a civil offense contrary to section 72(1) of the Armed Force of the Republic of Sierra Leone Act 1961, Act number 34 of 1961, as amended to with conspiracy to commit mutiny contrary to law, mutiny contrary to section 37(1)(a) of the Republic of Sierra Leone Act 1961, Act number 34 of 1961, as amended, failure to suppress mutiny contrary to section 38(a) of the Armed Force of the Republic of Sierra Leone Act 1961, Act number 34 of 1961, as amended, aiding the enemy contrary to section 30(1)(d) of the Armed Force of the Republic of Sierra Leone Act 1961, Act number 34 of 1961, as amended. According to the court martial file, them accused people here be joined with other officer them for overthrow government and self be support the enemy with ammunition for overthrow government. According to the judge advocate na court martial Makgeba, he said the court not dey tap anybody for write or report the case, but say people for no say this case dey na court. After this advice, the judge may ask the accused them lawyer them if they get any concern body charge them, but they all say for now they okay. The state lawyer them na J.A.K. Sise, A.G.M. Bokari, A. Jallo, and other one them, and the lawyer them for the accused people them Melruni Nicole Wilson and the Macaulay Julian Cole, Ibrahim Bangura for Legal Aid Board. The judge advocate na court martial Makgeba do adjourn this case to January 10 this year.
Alright, welcome back. You still watch the breakfast show. From court, we come back to the studio guest them as we continue for look at the theme we will look at this morning at the breakfast show, when at the role of the opposition towards the effective functioning of the state. I come over to Dr. Charles Silva as we continue the conversation about the role of the opposition. You been clearly don't state within opposition party them supposed for the do. Let we look at a state of Sierra Leone, like you been say earlier. Let we limit the discussion to waiting don't they happen na the country as it is currently. Waiting the opposition party them go do for involve themselves in something else, because now not to active politics time.
Yeah, thank you very much. They are for involved, but you see, let we also address what they happen, not what ought to happen. Just like when my brother CDC, they say what don't happen to we as a nation, from our president, is shameful, life. In a similar manner, the majority of Sierra Leoneans also get for supposed for shame. Imagine, quite recently back now, they don't make Sierra Leone a whole then give seats na the UN, a non-permanent seats na the UN Security Council. When we look at the countries around the world, now we are among the least income level countries in the whole world. If they don't begin to identify we on them things, then they always say for backup. They just stand like well as soon as they get Flores, as soon as they get accolade, people then they give una respect now. So when I say for backup so that we not go embarrass them. But I think say we are embarrassing outsiders. Even when we talk about the seats in the AU, former President Nkrumah become a Sierra Leone getter. We don't come up to this moment, Madabi take over. They take over that. So even at the regional level, AU level, we are very senior players within the UN. The whole thing about the UN are for peace and security. No more now, immediate creation after the Second World War. We need to know that. So now they think they are for me. So what in the role of the opposition, or even the role of the journalists, the role of Mr. Fosiriana, ordinary citizen, even international partners, is determined by the realities. Now, what in they prevail? You see, one thing, this thing are not a record science, now not a man business. What thing would they think of the motor man in brain? You know they put her under, they put her in a prison. Even then people that were incarcerated, correctional centers, they are still thinking. So in this case, the current situation we get at this place here, anywhere meaning Sierra Leonean, because we all belong to political parties, either as a member of the ruling party or the member of the opposition party, we all therefore come together for make sure we deliver the state.
What affects the current state of Salon in terms of the trial with the former president they stand with other people, and in particular, like you said, don't say if you don't be president and if you don't they go as peace ambassador in other countries and they go discuss issues of peace. However you look at them, if they go with the green, white and blue as a former president of Sierra Leone, whose affects the current state where it gets to the state in functioning?
Well, may I say this, me not a lawyer, I don't get the competence for say whether illegitimate or not legitimate, but the fact of the matter here is, but even the small wood and call they talk and they say nobody is above the law. Now that will establish that one thing. I get something where they sent to me from UK, where the Zambian president they talk to him well. He said, "Me a president of Sierra Leone, but you, when is how you did it for behave. If you behave well, he said in Peking you're not supposed to go misbehave. He said because the law already allows that. So because mind you, the audience who they deal with is so big, it is an unfortunate situation. Me, I'm not to shame. It's unfortunate on my own part. Because at some point in time, the majority of Australians don't keep on them people there. Let us say which lesson we get for learn from this. Because for the younger people there, it's not about President Zuma of South Africa. We all know what in the past, not so. President Trump has a moment now. President of the most powerful nation of the world spent 4 years. In fact, they ban 2 states. So all what things they happen to the country. So tomorrow, whether we like it or not, then one the way they lead now, then therefore pass. We all therefore do we therefore act on this thing we come out. Make the lesson go. So let we really use this situation here for me to appeal to all Sierra Leoneans and for see criminality. Let us not politicize criminality. And let us not criminalize politics. Now this is not the problem we'll get. We get some habits and our offenses then where would they incite to not even able for no. When people begin to talk about politically motivated arrest, but nobody is talking about politically motivated criminality. So just stay normal. Because at the end of the day, you don't get control over events. You go sometimes, you say, I don't go substitute somebody. So I the one way you're into the way you get some big knife and high, you get big stone, and you tell you don't do something, you say no me.
Dr. Silva, from a political perspective, as a nation, Salon,
yes,
outside the state miss outside the state go wrong, for let we even the hear about issues of failed coup. Is it bad governance? Is it patriotism lacking on a unity not day?
Well, it's very, very, very unfortunate. When all this they make, just people all they say now, therefore be very, very careful. Because even when people then they say, and they say particularly on the social media, now President Bioli after this man, now we get 3 arms of government. Don't get this thing straight. We get 3 arms of government. We get the executive, president, and ministers there. We get parliament. We then for make law. They want them for policy. This matter we don't go down to judiciary. Honestly, now made the judiciary in there. Now a whole arm of government. Now then 3 no more day. Now then the competent people then they. Me not go sit down I really say either this now because of this or that. That's all a part of the investigation. People the involvement at that place they as they go along, then they categorize them. Because it just stand like ordinarily when something happen or may the Lord forbid if they don't even thief. I can still remember that time they are do college. We go drink for some sign I can remember. You then don't go thief that somebody goes. Then you also owe me to the raid or they can't go to police. At the end of the day, a colleague of me, of my name is me, they were able to explain that they left me. So now that's not the whole thing. So when you time something happen, we don't know, you don't need for be lawyer for no say that random arrest can take place anytime something don't happen. Even a village is there.
Outside the states don't miss some from a political perspective. We make Salon citizens and they wake no more now to gunshots them.
Even that one is a very complex question, man. Then ones and where they don't hold now they get for justify their action. Because mind you, let take and say people they will say because things they bad, conditions rough and all the rest of it, but not for one person. In fact, some people they who more vulnerable person of we pass who can cause that noisily. The one the way they don't hold, Many go explain because let me sit on there. Me say yes, I know. This morning I bike bring me can because of one reason or the other, even though I get more to car. But that's not a justification for make her confront the state. Because mind you, that attack on the 26th of November was not an attack on government. It was an attack on the state of Sierra Leone. They made them use state apparatus. I repeat, you been begin fine. Not to go, when you attack government, now the state is the wreck. Now we take and say, may the Lord forbid. 11 years we feel say we attack people, not to Sierra Leone, we wreck for 11 years. And what will they go through today, that 11 years, other country, they not be the sit down. Then this thing they happen, my sister, and see the one thing what they know, what would they make? One thing you know is that Sierra Leone we are late comers. Things that don't be supposed for don't do. Long ago, we know for doing all as a result of the thing. Imagine since 1967, we know they give us a chance for move. We know they even during the war, a lot of things that happen where we see where former President Kabaka not be able to do much of physical infrastructure, but he puts some institutions like the Nazis, the NRA, and other things there where they help the country. President Nkrumah came for 11 years. That 11 years, aside of except for Ebola and other natural disasters, then he able to do some small things. Then go some of we can go carry on now with the go under with the also all of that. So if President Biosef don't come, if they 5 years or 10 years, we are at the same time. That is how nations grow. But not they dance back and forth. All what things they happen now. Even what they do now, the whole world they everywhere. And then I mean also they see what thing they happen in America, what thing they happen in fact now we neighborhood, now Guinea. So all that they educate people then. We have to be very, very careful. Me always what you making say in all of this, like when my brother say or everybody else they say, make due process of the law.
Alright.
Let we continue with her. And then let we make her in this country. Let we compromise the law. We they make a lot of compromises, the law. Because what if we don't pass, they say they inside will not dig, will not approve of sense again because we want to move ahead. But let we not make two wrongs, not they make one right. Two wrongs, not they make one right. This is the deal with human beings that you don't know how you get for start. All what you making say coming back to the theme, opposition parties, the major opposition and all other opposition parties and even individuals, it be the press now, the media of the like. That true they talk where they make the country they tear apart more and more, let we avoid that. Because a lot of good things they happen in this country here. Individuals are doing very well here. With the area of individuals, they don't have anchors, then they use them. Now this country in recent time, I'm not going to call them now because then some of them don't want that. But we don't popularize that. Why is it that when you look at the Nigeria, almost now the media, now the movies and every other thing, but for us there is nothing good in Sierra Leone. We are getting very good medical doctors when they perform excellently. Sierra Leoneans they go abroad and they do very well. Even when I say seven, they perform well. Nobody is celebrating you people. We are merely celebrating bad things. So what thing we get for do from now, waiting down. The opposition will come back if the ruling party say, now this we want to do, then go help the ruling party for think. Not a win-lose situation.
The conducive atmosphere there for that than they happen.
The conducive atmosphere now we the creator. If we want for let Sierra Leone be very peaceful now we. The what thing happen, whatever justification we will provide for what thing happen on the 26th, worse things may be happening elsewhere. But they get their own way for look at them because you know go throw the baby out with the bath water. Now that no more making try for see. We allow the justice system for go. Let we not prejudice them. Let we allow people them for do them go. Then at the end of the day we really go to the drawing board. Let we know who's out for go.
Alright, continue.
Even that decision, please man. Even that decision where they been take for make them say government get young people then ruling the opposition get young people then for dialogue. That forum was not a forum for government and the ruling and the major opposition. Well, that should be a national forum. It should be a national forum. A lot of things they did.
But you know things that then get issues. The APC agreed from the outcome.
It was a national issue. It was a national issue. It was not just an APC issues are national issues. APC is a national political party. So Young People's Party is a national political party. Now, a very complex something. Perhaps I know they make it difficult, but until we instill that. Now, the only way that we will be able to make sure, say, in fact, teach our business now, all man business. But we're not going to say tomorrow that I say APC business, if you can't SPP business, if you can't teach a teacher business, if you can't journalist, no.
Forum, doctor, we don't learn as a nation, because if we take the Bintumani conference, for example, it was national, but as a nation, we don't learn from then conference and we just repeatedly they go back now, they go on board without learning.
Well, the point here is, like they can say, the day of planning is different from the day of contest. You can get very good plans from an implementer. And you talk about the Bintumani conference, but what of even the peace accord? So what thing we also get for do as a nation, we'll not get for resolve all the problems overnight. Let will not be over ambitious with that. Let we start with the one that we were able to do. God, for God's sake, let we just make sure, see, everybody is a Sierra Leonean. Let us, everybody be equal before the law.
All right.
Once we establish down it will solve a lot of problems. Now, the whole thing.
Continue for the
I'm not sure, see, I will get justice at the court, so they take the laws in your hands. Don't restore the credibility and the status of the judiciary, not the individuals that are there.
Continue for the program, Dr. Charles Silva. When they come now to CDI at Tunis, the APC as an institution, a party we suppose for work hand in hand with the government to ensure, say, Salone gets effective running of the state. You just don't talk about a lot of issues there where they happen from una own end, una members them, they stand trial for treason and other one them. Going forward, how the APC will ensure, say, una represent and protect the people of Sierra Leone as an opposition party?
I think we don't do that, and we will continue to do that. First of all, people get to understand, say, I talk about the dialogue process earlier, where, Doc Self don't mention. That process, they come up with 8-point resolution, where we implement now, and one of them, that resolution 3, where everybody they talk about, we get to do with looking at the 2023 election, and also elections that will happen before that, for see how we go effectively recommend reforms that we go ensure, say, we not face the kind of challenge we'll face in 2023. We'll not see or waiting we see in 2023. That committee they at work, and they be don't complete, each parties they don't complete their own terms of reference, then go try for harmonize the two, and then they go make them public. So then they at work, and then other aspects of they way also the implementation they go on, like for example, we don't see they also established a framework for inter-party dialogue, which are all political parties then they meet. And then also we don't see other aspects them. But what me go say to your question are that we get several layers. Parliament now one. Parliament now they would they make laws. Now they most of the agreements then where they go whether now corporate agreements, mining agreements, investments and all, most they go through Parliament. In other countries, where states they face difficulties in the other democratic countries, parliamentarians they make laws. We get what we call, for example, bipartisan laws. We say two political parties go sit down and say, "Bo, we they get problem with water. Law will make law, we go really effectively deal with the management of water, or how we go able to provide clean drinking water for we people." Then kind of need to happen. Opposition and government not mean say we for always they at each other's throat. Like, if you do in opposition, you for be an alternative, to government policies. If you say, for example, government they bring policies we're not correct, we go, further put you in problems, you go tell government, say, no, yes, you don't come up with this, but we feel say if we do and so, it will be better. Well, I mean, that is where, we are. But again, I talked earlier about extremism. We people get to understand these things. And I mean, say if the difficulties where they face now how people don't see politics. You get, for example, I keep the talk about extremism because they affect we. They affect we democracy to a point. I always don't they say as an individual, and I say this again, and I don't they get this engagement with people. First of all, do we even understand the kind of democracy where they practice in a salon? How people they view with kind democracy? That is one. Secondly, they work for we as a nation. And how do we have a dialogue? We go actually zero in on the kind of democracy, which democracy go work for we, how we want for going forward. If now, me CDI at Tunis, you know this for be true, Khadija. If I can't sit on I say, for example, the government in Big Five, Lord, look at them. This aspect of incorrect, this correct, people go begin say, I don't sell out. People go begin say, oh, this, they don't go take brown envelope. So all of those things, they make them difficult for create that environment where we will get effective, address on governance and opposition issues or issues we get for affect with country generally. So first, on all sides, we as leaders get for first of all try for being sincere with we self. We own internal dynamics with selfishness of the things that we want. Also, we can use them for brainwash or for mislead and misinform with membership and with supporters. And that they happen a lot in the APC currently and even in other political parties. So first of all, that is why when I be Sidoya, when I elect me for leader and when I continue for no say, when the provider leadership will go ensure say one, we keep the party formidable at all times, and then secondly, we also ensure say we continue for doing things. We will make sure one, we keep this country together, and two, we ensure say the sufferings where the people of Sierra Leone they undergo, we all work together.
See, the keeping on a party formidable. Now, one thing we are supposed for do forget effective opposition, but a lot they go on now the APC party issues we get for do with the leader, the 2023 flag bearer wanna be the leader in terms of expire, this person for stepping, this person they try for get just like putting Dr. Silva be make mention of this issue of team A, team B division. Then at the party you might not agree where they stop una not for able to come together as a formidable force and stand up to some of them challenges there we just don't outline.
You see, I talked earlier, Khadija say you have people now then they seem for create the division. But as far as I'm concerned, as somebody will sit on here, I will tell you say, first of all, we don't get in terms of team A, team B, yes, when you go into contest, when you go into things like convention, you set up alliances. Now the same with any election. You set up alliances, you set up team for make your, for make you able to win, right? But once you don't win, you get a party. Right. Campaign not done, the party they function. In terms of leadership, I don't feel say we get any leadership tussle because it is very clearly defined in the constitution of the APC. All right. And if people follow the address of Dr. Samara Kamara for NIA, it makes it very clear that they respect the provisions of the constitution. They admonish we all. Now the party for that, we all respect the provisions of the constitution and all in any way get any intention for undermine or for go against any provision of the constitution, and they admonish we all for do the same. So all the one way they give this impression as if there is a battle for leadership or for stepping. No, there isn't. It is very clear in the constitution, and we they implement the constitutional provision.
Many thanks to Canada Studio this morning. Today at Tunis, National Publicity Sector at the APC. We come over to Dr. Charles Silva to wrap up the program. Waiting to be your parting advice to the opposition party them na the country.
Yeah, thank you very much, ma'am. On the party notes, to the opposition party, to us Sierra Leoneans, journalists, the media, teacher now, police. Let we all take and say, once we have a government, the opposition party is made up of people. So there is no way they separate. If the opposition, they all come together with the ruling party, Sierra Leone don't, everybody in Sierra Leone don't dey inside it. Let us stand by the country.
All right.
And the only way they stand by the country, let us stand by the institutions.
All right. Thank you very much.
One institution, the way we don't really could pass all other institutions now this country are very dangerous for. We know the linchpin in any country than the judiciary. They don't become a garbage where we black for them, sometimes without justification. I think say America is strong because the judiciary, they hold a fine. And the judiciary and Sierra Leoneans then will change the attitude towards the judiciary. And they look forward for that day where opposition will tell the ruling government, they say, then police here, then teacher here, then lawyer, the resources that will they pay them, you know, then choose them, they give them more property. That is how the opposition will do. Tell the government, say, let me cover here. So that at the end of the day, tomorrow, when yourself can, you will meet a system we already in place. And I think say nobody no want to inherit a battered system. May God help you, or may God touch with all life, so that we will change the attitude towards Sierra Leone as a country.
All right, many thanks, Dr. Charles Silva, in a lecturer in the Political Science Department now for Abbey College. A video with this morning give we your analysis from an academic point of view, how the opposition for run effectively in the smooth running of the state, and also we get Celia Tunis, where na the National Publicity Secretary for the All People's Congress APC party. Maybe they talk about the administration, how then they work now as opposition party, and waiting themselves go do for support the government. Now so they end the program, the Liberty Breakfast Show. Make sure say continue for like all the platform them, share the programs them where they bring Camtona as now you way down there for support the Liberty platform for grow. Mina Khadija Bangura, they say have a good day.
And don't forget for tuning at 8 tonight for the rest of this conversation as we will continue for look at some. Until we meet again, Mabel Kabadi say goodbye.